So I'll take a few minutes to talk about some recovery and hydration strategies as you guys progress into your spring practices and or into your summer training camp season. Um, Obviously, heat illness, heat stroke, and any type of heat-related illness, muscle cramping, are very, very important things to keep an eye on throughout this time of year. So first thing we talk about is a proper progression into practice. Make sure that you're progressing out your practices in terms of length, duration, time of day, how long you're exposed to the heat outside if you're a place that has a high humidity. A lot of things that we do is we want to make sure that we're doing a pre and post weigh-in so we can address hydration status of each player. Something we stress from a nutritional standpoint is salting your food or using a high quality salt. Something that we stress here at Texas Tech, and that's come from our director of strength conditioning and downward, and from our director of sports nutrition, is we use a really high quality salt. So you're going to see like red salt. You'd like to get some salt with color in it. It's going to have a little better nutrient balance and a little better of a electrolyte balance that you're going to be able to use for your kids to make sure that they're getting the right things in. Using sports drinks is great. Using them in moderation is really something that you want to do. Sports drinks are really made to be used during practice and then post practice. When you're hydrating throughout the day, it's got to be water. It's one of those things where the kids need to have a really good concept of how much water they have lost, how much water they need to consume prior to the next practice. In terms of recovery, there is no bigger recovery method than sleep. The kids have to sleep, and that's one of the biggest issues you find with student athletes nowadays is they don't sleep enough, or they don't get quality sleep because they're always on their phones or they're playing video games or whatever. So in terms of getting better sleep, do something calming before bed. I suggest read, maybe do some stretching. Don't watch anything that's high drama on TV. That'll tend to have an impact on your sleep, and decrease caffeine intake as much as possible. These kids shouldn't be taking in a whole lot of caffeine anyway because they're practicing, and caffeine is obviously a diuretic and it can lead to some dehydration issues, but making sure they're sleeping at night. And in terms of other things in recovery, working on joints, working on mobility, doing things like that, nasal breathing, some really good breathing techniques that are going to keep your body calm and help you recover. You just got to kids really have to understand nowadays they have to take time and put their recovery and their sleep as a priority, not only with practicing, but even in the weight room. I mean, you want to get better, you want to grow, you want to, continue to progress in your career. I mean, your body has to recover, or there is no way for you to really maximize everything you're putting into it. So kind of a couple of key points: hydrate, salt your food, keep an eye on your body weight in terms of recovery, sleep, work on your joints, okay, and make sure that the sleep that you're getting is quality sleep.